Hi everyone, happy Friday. It's Catherine here from Stitches from the Sofa, and I thought I would do my Friday sews as I was prepping my fabric ready to sew. So in the background you can see my little sewing station, and yes, tucked in the corner of my dining room. So I hope everybody's had a really good week and had lots of sewing. I haven't made loads this week, but lots of preparations. So let's start. I'm just going to run 2 seconds. Last week, I talked about the Mizzle dress by Little Booty Cheeks, which was a pattern that I sewed up for my daughter. And I made a purple top version with a beautiful purple cotton with sort of birds and flowers, leaves and hearts on it, and I'll pop a picture up here of that one again. And I have got slightly addicted to it. I've cut a couple out, but I managed to get this one made up for her as well. So this is a really hot pink t-shirt jersey that I got from my local Fabricland in Bristol, and then on the bottom are these Encanto fat quarter cottons that I got from Hobbycraft a long time ago, and this came in the pack as well. So I've done a contrast pockets and then an Encanto skirt, which I just think looks really beautiful. Yeah, and I've got another one cut out with a red top and a Mr. Men cotton jersey, cotton skirt that I've also got from Hobbycraft a while ago. So I'll be making her some more, and I've got plans to make her some more on top of that. So I'm absolutely addicted to that pattern. I think it's beautiful, and she will have a whole wardrobe of Mizzle dresses. So that was one of the makes this week. My other make was a Waves and Wild Heyday Dungarees that I've made out of a beautiful soft green needle cord that came from Rainbow Fabrics. Absolutely beautiful, really lovely to work with, really lovely on, so soft. I mean, just so lovely. I'll pop the picture up here of me wearing it. So comfortable. I love this pattern. I've made a red pair in some stretch viscose linen a couple of years ago that I live in when it's sort of spring and getting more summery, and I'll definitely be making some more pairs, but these have been a comfort make, you know, the whole secret pyjama feel. So that's the only 2 makes that I've done this week, and you know, the Waves and Wild Heyday Dungarees pattern is a definite one to try out. It's so quick and easy to put together, really versatile, and you can make it in lots of different fabrics and perfect for all year round. So yes, definitely take a look at that one, and it's really good sizing as well, really good size range. So what am I wearing? You can probably see I am wearing a chalk and notch fringe dress. This is one of my favourite ones, and it's got these beautiful pigeon wish buttons, really green, that sort of go with that lovely green on the dress. Some pockets. I love this pattern. I absolutely love this pattern, and I have some plans to make lots more this spring and summer. Anybody else out there, love this pattern. It's really beautiful, really easy to put together. It's just such a lovely shape. Again, seems to suit so many people, so many body shapes, and comes in really good size range. So absolutely recommend the chalk and notch fringe dress pattern. So what am I sewing this morning is another Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress, and this is going to be my staple denim dress. Now, I've been wanting to make a denim dress for years, and there's some beautiful ones out there, but I just love the idea of like a shirt style denim dress. So I'm not going to do the full length, I'm just going to do a midi length out of this beautiful denim that I got from my local fabric land store. and I've got plenty of it left as well, so I'll hopefully be able to make something else out of it. So I am at the moment prepping and putting on interfacing. This stuff, by the way, is woven interfacing, iron-on woven interfacing. A little bit more expensive than sort of the standard interfacing, but it's so much better, holds up so much better and feels so much better to work with, and yeah, it's just more sustainable as you wash your clothes. So this is one First for Fabrics that I purchased this, and it was Ruan, the Yorkshire sew girl, who convinced me from her blogs, or her vlog should I say, to try this out, and I think this stuff's brilliant, and I won't be changing. I will definitely using this stuff from going forward. Really beautiful. So yeah, going to make the lyra, and hopefully going to have that made so I can put some pictures up of that maybe on Sunday, maybe early next week. But I've also been prepping, so there are a couple of challenges going on at the moment. There is the Sew Yellow for Endo, which is ran and set up by the fantastic So What If I Sew on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I will put all the links down below. And that is to sew something yellow in March, to be showcased on the 23rd of March with a donation to the endometriosis charity, to raise awareness and money for a fantastic cause. And so I have been prepping that, and a little sneaky peek, because I will do a separate vlog on it, but here's a little sneaky peek of the fabric that I'm going to be using, and it's this gorgeous sweatshirting fabric, and it's so soft, and this was from So Much More, I think. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it was, and I'll put details down below. But yeah, so soft, and yeah, so this is the fabric that I will be making my Sew Yellow for Endo make out of. So watch this space. I will do a vlog at the end of the month to show what that was. I'll be wearing it to the Stitch Festival, because I'm also going to the Sew Yellow for Endo party in London after the Stitch Festival on March the 23rd. And so I obviously really want to be wearing my yellow make for that event. So that's one all prepped, ready to go. And just to move on, the next thing I've been prepping for is the So Frugal 24 challenge, ran by the Yorkshire Sew Girl, Luann, and Sam from Frugalissima. And again, this is to make a free pattern out of something from your stash or non-brought fabric, so duvet cover, blanket, whatever you've got, and create a garment that you can then post on the 31st of March and enter the competition and the challenge, where there are so many prizes. And again, I'll put the links below for you to take a look. So I have been watching the different vloggers that have been happening every day for So Frugal 24. So there's a fantastic sort of vlog tour, and each person is giving their ideas of free patterns, what you could do with them, different styles. There's some fantastic approaches to it, you know, setting them in the scene of going on holiday or for work or for children. And I've had lots of inspiration on there, and these two patterns is definitely been inspired by this tour, so take a look. So the first one I've cut out is by Peppermint magazine, and they have a lot of free patterns, although you do have the option to donate, but you can also have it for free. And this is the button-up dress by Peppermint magazine. So that's one of the ones I've got cut out. I haven't cut out the fabric yet because I'm not quite sure which one out of my stash I'm going to do. But yeah, so this is a no-sleeved fitted dress with an A-line skirt that has buttons all the way down the front. I think quite a 90s style, which I'm quite looking forward to. It takes me back to my youth. And then the other pattern is a really favourite, I think, is the Helens Closet Orchard dress and top, which is a really simple one sort of piece down top. It does have inseam pockets, perfect for layering or in the summer just wearing on its own when it's really hot. And again, I need to choose some fabric to make that out of, but they're going to be my two, and I really look forward to showcasing those at the end of the month. And again, I will do a separate vlog on those and go through them in much more detail. Other things that I've got cut out, and I'll just dig down here. Oh dear. Anybody else do this? Pattern bags, just stacks and stacks of them. So one of the other patterns that I have bought recently, influenced very much by the vlogging community, very much sewn on the Tyne, and again, Yorkshire Sale Girl, is the Tammy Handmade Naya t-shirt. Now I don't have a picture of it here, but I'll put a picture up here of it. And I've just used some sort of short bits of jersey that I've got to give it a try to test the sizing. So I've made a red one, and I will be using it. It's a bit of a rough and ready one just to check the size, and I'll be using it as like a pyjama top. But I've got this lovely white jersey with blue bananas all over that I think would make a lovely, lovely top for the spring and summer. And then I've had this in my stash for years and years, and it was from my local fabric land in Bristol when I first really started getting into sewing, and it's sort of like an Americanized print all over it, but again, I just thought it'd make a really good throw on t-shirt under some dungarees or on top of some shorts, or so I've cut a couple of those out, and they're so easy and quick to make up, just using the overlocker, and then obviously either a twin needle or some stretch Maraflex thread to hem the bottom. Everything else can be done on your overlocker, and it's fantastic. So that is some quick makes. I then also cut out a True Bias Marlo sweater. Now, I made this pattern when it first came out and I loved it, and I got a big chunky navy blue cable knit version. So what I want to try is some various different versions for sort of spring, summer, for the cooler evenings, and that can then carry on into autumn. So I've just chosen a red, just a plain red sort of jersey fabric, and I'm going to make a crop version, hopefully to wear over the top of tops with skirts, dresses like this, just something I can throw on when it's a little bit cooler, and to add a little bit of a layering piece. So I will pop the details below of the Marlo pattern. I'll pop a picture up here of the Marlo pattern, and yeah, I will, as I sew that one up, I'll let you know how that one looks. It's a True Bias pattern. It's a really beautiful shape, quite boxy, but yeah, just I think it's a really nice make as well. When I made it before, I really enjoyed it. And then finally, I have got round to cutting out the Sew Over It Georgie dress, which is this beautiful jersey wrap style dress. The fantastic She Sews Happiness here on YouTube has sewn many of them and has inspired me to make some myself. So I have chosen this amazing jersey fabric from, again, my local fabric land here in Bristol, with the black base and these absolutely stunning mad coloured flowers, which I just think are beautiful. So I have that all cut out ready to go, and again I will look forward to showing you that when hopefully that's a successful make. So that's everything I've got prepped, everything I've got planned. I will be at the Stitch Festival on Saturday the 23rd, so anybody who is going, leave a comment below. It'd be really great to meet you, say hello. Let me know what you're sewing. I'd love to know what you're sewing. What's everybody up to at the moment? Are they heading into spring? Are they looking at some of the fantastic spring patterns? Really keen if anybody's made up the new Thea trousers by Tilly and the Buttons. Very tempted by that pattern. As a plus size lady, always looking for some good plus size trouser patterns. And I've seen a lovely picture on the Instagram hashtag sewing Thea that looks beautiful. So yeah, if anybody's sewn them up, I'd be really interested to know your thoughts. And that's about it for me. A really quick one for Friday, but just wanted to pop up and say hi. Stuff's going on. Looking forward to coming back with a lot more makes, a lot more patterns, especially as we're going to spring and summer. I've got some lovely fabrics that I have had for my Mother's Day, and really looking forward to getting those made into something and shown to you guys. But yeah, have a lovely weekend. I hope you get lots of sewing going, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye bye.